Only one defender remaining.
Hey, win him next time.
There is no next time, Socorro. There was now, and we fucked it up.
You need to relax.
It must have been upsetting.
No one remembers who comes in second.
3 attackers remaining.
Going for the bomb site.
Copy that. Watch your 6. Pulse is on a tear, and it's good.
Mike?
2 attackers remaining. Seconds until bomb defused.
Put down that gun.
Jack?
You me?
15 seconds.
Sorry, babe.
Attackers win.
Is this going to be on the Fernsehen? The television?
Internal use only. Gustave Kateb, GIGN. National Gendarmerie Intervention Group.
G'day.
Do I look at you or the camera?
Mike Baker, Special Air Service.
Seamus Calden, Sanitation.
I suppose the crowd surprised me the most. I was not expecting the sheer power of it.
Operators prepare for the final round. Defenders, to the map.
Tell me what 30 seconds means.
30 seconds means 30 seconds in and out. You go in hard and fast. No hesitation.
It means being fully committed.
Operators, this is match point. Attackers, prepare for insertion.
Obviously, the key is to work together. We are a team, and we have to work as a team, just as we do in the field. No one wins alone.
3 defenders remaining.
Go to the bomb site! Well, I've had enough of this shit!
I should have seen it coming. I mean, I just...
All right, we are live. Welcome back to another...
2 defenders remaining.
Neumont versus Akron. Blue. I think it's Blue.
Hey, Cal.
Something like that. We are getting loaded up into the lobby here. We're going to get things set up.
Mike?
Right.
Only one defender remaining.
Hey, win him next time.
This is a very good one. We watched,
there is no next time, Socorro. There was now, and we fucked it up.
You need to relax.
I'm interested to see the team lineup.
It must have been upsetting.
I'm pretty curious about it.
No
I know
one
this
remembers
has
who
undergone
comes
some
in
changes
second.
lately, and I'm kind of curious how.
seconds remaining.
Going for the bomb site.
Copy that.
Maybe this is
Watch
just
your
the
6.
siege
Pulse is
overhead
on a
and me
tear,
speaking.
and it's coming.
I'm
Mike?
expecting maybe some aces. Obviously,
2 attacks remaining.
New Thatcher rework kind of cooked. Kaid's Bandit, very typical picks. Maybe some picks like maybe a Rooney. I know this team was
30 seconds until bomb defused.
Put down that gun.
Jack?
Other than that, I'm curious.
Yumi.
I'm not very familiar with. This is the
Sorry,
team that
baby.
the original.
Attackers win.
Sorry. A couple diamonds. One diamond. Or some pots. So I'm curious how they're Yeah, you're
Oh, that should not even have sound. I'm so sorry. We
you're
can't
totally
hear that.
right. That is unfortunate. Okay.
Yeah.
It should be
thank you
better
for
for you
that.
now. Sorry about that, folks. You should be able to
It's
hear
gonna
us.
take 90 seconds for them to get that update.
Whoopsies. We've done this before, we promise.
You were mentioning characters that you might end up seeing, and based on the past 2 Siege games I streamed, I recognize Bandit, Thatcher, and I believe Ace.
Oh, yeah.
From both sides.
Those are like your pinnacle, like those are the characters you pick, like always. They should always be like first pick, and if not, then 9 times out of 10 you're throwing. But they kind of carry the team in a lot of ways. I mean, obviously Thatcher is he's huge for getting breaking down those main walls, getting the team through, getting that bomb down on site. He is critical, especially with the new rework. He is much better against Kaid. So Kaid tricking, and which wasn't really very popular in the first place. Much more difficult. Bandit tricking, much more difficult. Sorry, ignore me. I was completely wrong. We are not starting on Clubhouse. Looks like they're still figuring out the map here. Maybe on Lair. I hate this map. This map is bad. This map is buns. But it's okay. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna cast it. We're gonna give you guys a good time.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen this map so far. In the past 2 games, they played the exact same maps both times, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. This map has gotten more popular when it first came out. I did not like it. If this map pulled up, map ban immediately. Get that out of here. Not playing it. I am not playing it.
Fair enough. Looks like we have a prediction going in the chat with who will win, Neumont versus Akron.
Put all your money in it. 90% of gamblers quit before they win big. So drop the whole bag on the Neumont win.
Absolutely.
Obviously.
They'll get their first dub, totally. I believe.
It's all in here, guys. It's all in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I don't know, Rocky quote. Boom. Whatever he says. I don't know what he says. I haven't seen Rocky in ages.
Looks like the match is getting in here. So
all right. Here we go.
Hop over to that.
Here we are. The Ohio Akron versus the Salt Lake City Neumont Llamas.
Yeah.
We are going to be getting it in here with Lair. First ban. I'm curious. I mean, I feel like Bandit, right? I don't know.
Not quite sure. We've seen a lot of very different bans, and
Ooh, Azami, that's a good one. Ace, Azami and Ace. Ace makes sense. Azami too. Azami, especially here lately, has gotten much stronger. She used to be a powerhouse. Was very dangerous up until the Akiba barriers got kind of nerfed recently. I mean, it wasn't that recently, but they did get nerfed. Bandit, there is the Bandit ban that I was expecting, and Thermite. Okay, looks like the attack here is going to be quite difficult. I mean, 2 of the most keystone wall breaches have just been banned. We are looking at an ace and thermite ban. So I'm curious how the attacking team's going to make up for that. But I feel like with Lair, you've got so many points of interest, so many options when it comes to attack that really you may not need it. I feel like there's not a lot of outside walls or really site walls that you will have to fight over as much as there are hallways, doors, arches, big open rooms, areas like that. Actually, I take that back. I think Lair, last I checked, Lair was pretty confined. It's pretty tight. Lots of small rooms, as you can see here. Lots of just branching L shapes and stuff like that. Lots of elbow hallways and just long corridors. We are looking at what do we got on defense? We've got a Kaid, typical. We've got a smoke. We've got a go and probably a fast breach closer towards the end of the match here.
Yeah, I could absolutely see that playing out. That tends to be how the teams have been playing in these games.
Got a Kaid trick going down, trying to stop that hard breach panel from going down on the wall, but it does go off. Striker going to take that low prone position, watching that rotate, trying to make sure he's watching all of his cross angles for his team. Neumont is in a pretty good position here, like setup-wise. Like they got lines of sight open. Does look like they're going to be getting some rotates going from the Deimos. Team is getting Neumont is getting pretty active here. Again, playing it fairly slow, not taking any gunfights, not being too aggressive here, very passive. Deimos going to be trying to get down some scans, trying to pick up the team. We do have Silo picking up on who is that? Atticus.
That's their best player.
That is their best player. That is the diamond. Another one going down on the side of Akron here. It is a 4v4 situation. Deimos going to be tracking that. Kaid swings out, does pick up on one, picks up on another. It is a 2-4 situation here. Neumont has that upper hand. They need to get aggressive. They are going to be getting that bomb down, holding these cross angles, going to be making sure that nobody gets past them. Valkyrie C4 does go out. That is going to be critical for the Neumont team to get more aggressive on the Valkyrie here. Valkyrie looking for those angles, does manage to pick up on one, takes out the gridlock. Grenade going down. That is unfortunate. The smoke does pick up on another. It's getting lit on fire from that Goyo behind him. He's in a tough position here. Smoke needs to get aggressive, needs to get active. He's going to swing out. A little quick peek. Almost manages to take out, looks like the Deimos. Deimos is going to be holding him down. It does manage to take out the Deimos, but I think with this time on the board, it's just impossible. Unfortunate first round here for Akron. Yeah, it does look like the striker's going to just back off, let him have the site. Time was in their hands.
Yeah, Akron finds that first round there with just like some amazing play. They really just found their way in, managed to take down some of Neumont. They traded initially, but they found a better position. Neumont kind of like stepped out.
It was Akron kind of had a solid defense going for a moment, but once those dominoes started to fall, it just kind of swung in the favor of Neumont. And once Neumont found that footing, they really just dug in and just pushed back against Akron. And unfortunately, Akron kind of scattered at that point, kind of opened up sight to them, and it was kind of an unfortunate situation. Obviously, Neumont did have that hard breach open on both sides, so it was kind of a difficult position for Akron to hold. Mics are still... We're still kind of quiet.
They're saying that I'm still kind of quiet, but volume-wise on stream setup, it looks fine to me. I'm not really sure what I can change. I can turn myself up on this a little, but that might ruin it. Let's try that.
Yeah, we'll adjust our audio. We'll try to fix it for you guys. Push mine up a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully this is better. We'll figure it out as we go. Okay. Fairly similar setup, actually almost identical setup to the attacking side. However, it does look like Akron... Ooh, we did lose.
One leaves the game. Wondering if that
was that a friendly fire kick penalty? Was that what that was? It said friendly fire was active. That may have been what that was.
I have no clue.
Okay. So we did lose one, but Akron is saying just play. So we're just gonna play. I think that was who was that dropped? It was on the side of. Yeah, it was Akron. They lost Silo. All right. Okay, so wait. Oh, it was Akron that won that last one.
Akron won that
okay,
last match,
Akron got the last one. I was totally looking at the wrong side. I think I was. Okay, apologies for that. Okay, sorry. I'll lock
Neumont
in.
Finding one on Akron.
Neumont does find one on the roam. However, the roamer does get taken out by their Dekebi. Dekebi is going to be getting those cams from their roamer, their vigil. Does look like Neumont has opted instead for a. Oh wow! What a C4 coming out from midnight
kill.
there. That was a crazy C4. Fantastically played. Does look like Neumont has opted instead for the Maestro. Looks like they're going to try to play a little off-site a little more here, especially with a Maestro and smoke. It kind of opens up their lanes a little more, allows them to kind of push back. Oh wow! Some shots going down from the Dekebi. Oh, unfortunate. Maestro's legs sticking out. Does manage to does get taken out by the Dekebi. It is a 1v3 situation. Dekebi is playing very aggressive. That is what you want to see in these 1v3 situations. You really, in these situations where you're outnumbered, you really just have to be aggressive. Time is on Dekebi's side. They do have 1 minute. Wow, a lucky wallbang there.
It's going to be really interesting here to see if they can find this. They would have to ace Neumont in order to get this round out. That would be an insane clutch.
In this situation, Neumont really just needs to play it safe, let Dekebi have sight, and hopefully just wait for them to drop and wait for the plant. Just try to get that easy pick. Flashbang to kind of cut off the noise. Unfortunately, does get taken out by the Valkyrie. Pretty good play from the Dekebi there. Dekebi playing pretty, I wouldn't say reserved, but just generally smart, using up that utility, trying to use everything that she can to sway the situation in their favor, using the calls, trying to slow down the team, trying to catch them off guard, trying to get sight, pick off the Neumont team as much as possible. Honestly, Neumont, even though that match did go in their way, I would say that was a pretty sloppy round. Unfortunately, like Dekebi just got off some picks that should not have happened, I would say, especially with the Maestro. That was just very unfortunate. However, I'd say that Neumont kind of needs to play into this roaming playstyle that they have going, especially with the way that we've seen Akron play these last 2 rounds. They have kind of played a little spread out, which isn't inherently a bad thing. It is just something that I noticed that maybe Neumont could capitalize off of. However, with the team set up here, I don't know that we're going to be getting a lot of roam. We are looking at a Valkyrie again for midnight, so maybe we'll see some vertical play. Usually Valkyrie isn't an op that you want to play on site. Usually you want to play below site. If you're playing on a second floor or third floor site, you want to play below, get those C4s off. Just utilize her utility as much as possible. We do have poke high on the Goyo. Goyo is going to be here to slow down the team just as much as possible. Deny those plants. Kaid, of course, just classic wall denial. Going to be trying to slow down the breachers as much as possible. For the attackers, we don't exactly have a designated wall breach. However, I believe one of them may have a hard breach charge. Actually, no, it does look like... Okay, never mind. So we're looking at grenades, flashbangs, and claymores from the team all the way around. Akron playing pretty slow. I don't know that we have...
Find the bomb site there.
They did manage to find the bomb site finally. We do have Blackbeard is going to be getting pretty aggressive on that stairs location here. Going to be pushing back up on the team. We do have a Buck on site as well. However, Buck does pick up on one, taking out Midnight. That's going to be the Valkyrie going down. Looks like Buck was roam clearing. Pretty smart play from Akron here. They do manage to take out their vertical play, which is going to be pretty tragic on the side of Neumont. Neumont playing pretty reserved on site, not getting very aggressive on these angles. Vertical play from the Buck, going to be picking up the floor, or cleaning up the floor here, trying to get those sight lines. A friendly fire grenade kill from Akron. Quite unfortunate. I think it killed the Buck. He threw it in, but it fell through the floor. That is hilarious.
Yeah, that is...
For Neumont, right?
Yeah, good for Neumont. Good for Neumont.
All right, Akron slowed down quite a lot here, especially with their vertical play being taken out. Not as much as possible. They want to whittle it down until there is only seconds left and until Akron has to make that final push and hopefully push them into a position where they... Oh, wow, actually, hey, Akron on site.
Yeah.
Going to be getting that plant down. Pretty unfortunate little wall from that op that I know the name of that I can't think of. Oh, wow.
Akron finds 3 there. Warrior just putting in the work.
Akron bursts onto site, take out 3. Yeah. And there is the final pick of the round for Akron. Wow. So forget what I was saying. Akron, they found their foothold. They found the opportunity to push once that final smoke went off, and they got in there fast. They got that plant down, and the team just kind of pushed on site, picked up on those easy kills. Akron was slowed down a bit there, and even though it was getting down to the final seconds of the match, 30 seconds left on the clock, there is a lot that can happen in 30 seconds in Rainbow. Like, it might not seem like a lot, but 30 seconds in Rainbow, it goes a long way. That is a long time in Siege time. I'm curious how Neumont is going to pivot. I imagine they're going to change up. Yep, we are seeing Warden. We were getting a lot of flashes from Akron. So the biggest things about Siege is those cross angles. You really want to be looking for those cross angles. The biggest things about Siege is those cross angles. You really want to be looking for those cross angles and just capitalize on just being unexpected, because that is huge in Rainbow Six Siege, especially if you can pick up on an angle. If you can pick up on a hidden angle that your enemy might not know about and take a free kill versus like a one-on-one gunfight, I'm taking that free kill every time, right? So obviously, this team is just capitalizing on that kind of reserved playstyle, that on-site playstyle that Neumont has replicated so many times now, opting for only maybe one roamer really per round, and honestly, it hasn't really gone in their favor very much. Akron has kind of familiarized themselves with it, and as we can see, they're going room to room, trying to clear as much as possible and make sure they're getting rid of that vertical play that Neumont might be trying to capitalize off of. I did notice they had a smoke upstairs, kind of making some verticals. Does look like they walled off the upstairs room. Yep, there is the smoke that I was talking about. This is going to slow down the Akron team quite a bit, especially with this smoke. It looks like there is one more Neumont team member up there as well. Going to be trying to open up some sight lines. It is a Rooney. No, what am I saying? It's not a Rooney. It's Malusi. Looks like the shock from the clash kind of knocks back the Blackbeard shield, managing to get a free kill on the Blackbeard. Wow, that was a weird down on the clash. Not sure what happened there. Does look like the Akron team is finally flanked around Neumont. However, Neumont has killed a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
Unfortunate trade there from the touches, I imagine, or at least those vertical angles. C4 is going to go out. May pick up. Yep, does manage to pick up on the... I still cannot remember the name of that character. Habana. There it is.
Nice.
I remembered.
Yeah.
Habana. Habana. Gunshots going off towards the Tubero here. I'm interested how he's gonna... Yeah. Oh, yeah, just gets shot in the back. Unfortunate. Okay, yeah, Akron, despite the fact that Akron kind of, like, Neumont killed some time on the side of Akron, that clash getting picked off like that was just crucial. Unfortunately, like, it just kind of killed the pacing for Neumont and allowed Akron to get through their barriers very quickly and kind of pick off the people in that side room there.
Like a flash or something went off and then the shield moved and they just immediately
it was just
got blasted.
Very unlucky. That vertical play that Neumont went with was I kind of like it. Like it's a very popular tactic on maps like Border. That's very popular if you're going to play vertical play with like smokes or vertical play with Mira. Like vertical play with Mira is also popular on maps like Villa. It just works to slow down the enemy push, kind of stops the enemy team from getting that vertical play, which I think is what Neumont was going for, because obviously the Akron did run like Buck, and they were going for shotguns, just trying to open up sight lines. So in theory, it was a good plan on the side of Neumont. It was just, unfortunately, just poorly executed towards the end. I wouldn't say poorly executed as much as I would just say it just kind of, the first domino fell, and then after that, it was just kind of staircase.
Yeah. Akron managing to turn around that down into a counter pick was just an insane play. When that happens, it's hard to come back.
Yeah, Akron has just shown that they pay attention to team lineups. They're very smart. Obviously a very well-versed team when it comes to like coordination, setups, things like that. They've been able to capitalize off of their setups quite a bit. And quite successfully multiple times. We've seen every time that Akron has gone for a push, it has been very, very highly successful. Not something you want to see, obviously, when you're rooting for the Neumont team, but commendable. It is obviously impressive nonetheless. Akron, again, playing fairly slow, but we have seen that Akron is popular with those last minute, like 30-second, 1 minute pushes, So I'm curious, maybe Neumont can capitalize off of this. They are fairly spread out. Still, Neumont is opting for that on-site play style. Capital. Got to get active on the site here. Going to be getting down a breach charge. Unfortunate. Unfortunate crosshair placement from the Capital. Pokey managed to find it. Dokebi pick it up on one. Going to be taking out the roamer on the side of Neumont. Kind of unfortunate because, as I said before, Akron's very spread out, so they could have capitalized off of that, but that's kind of put a damper on that. 2 going down on the side of Neumont. We are left in a 4v2 situation. Smoke, very good smoke. However, they do manage to get through the wall. I'm going to say it again, right? You do not want to be so confined on site. Now, having one roamer, I think is fine, okay? Like, I think that's okay. But I think on this site, like, you gain so much from having 1, maybe 2 roamers, or maybe just, like, having a team that kind of just plays a little more off-site, because it allows you to cover so much ground, especially in these lower sites, where there's so many rooms, so much vertical potential from above. I think you just gain so much from playing off-site. Akron, I think they're kind of scared because unfortunately, as we've seen, like Akron has been winning those gunfights, and I hate to say it, but I feel like it's kind of messing with Neumont's mental and slowing them down, kind of scaring them to play more on-site. However, obviously with the roamers that they've had the last few rounds, it does look like Akron's going to be switching over to a Nomad. Just to cover that flank potential. Nomad has an air jab, which knocks back enemy combatants when they walk into it. So clearly, Akron is more scared of that roam that we've been seeing from Neumont. Not nearly as much, but Striker already on the walls here, going to be getting those wall breaches off. Neumont, unfortunately, doesn't have any kind of wall denial capability at this point, obviously, because the big 2 have been taken out here. So I think that's also kind of scared Neumont on site. Actually, we are seeing a similar vertical play that we saw last time. However, with the Nomad air jabs, it's going to be a little scarier for Clash to be aggressive here.
FD almost goes down.
Grenade going out onto the Clash. Clash is going to have to back up here. Yep, unfortunately, took way too long to get off the shield and then ate that grenade. Unfortunate situation. Neumont does get a C4 kill off, though. I think that was the Valkyrie C4. I don't know how critical that's going to be for Neumont here. Obviously, they are at a man disadvantage. And Akron has all of the potential to get aggressive, especially with Gridlock and their Nomad as well. Striker, obviously, with all that utility. Final C4 coming out from the Valkyrie, so it wasn't the Valkyrie C4, but that was. So no more C4s, no more utility really on the side of Neumont here, except for the few stray Valkyrie cams that they may have. I'm curious how Neumont's going to handle this. Oh, that was unfortunate. He almost couldn't get away from that grenade.
Midnight finds Warrior.
Midnight does manage to pick up on 1. That's going to sway the man advantage a little bit in Neumont's favor. Wow, another one from Midnight. Midnight is... Okay, Midnight was all over it for a second, so it is a 2-1 situation. Still very winnable for Neumont. Neumont just has to kind of, I would say, in this situation, just kind of, I wouldn't say get aggressive, just watch those hatches, wait for hatch drops, wait for those easy kills, watch your vertical angles. Oh, that, no! The Z ping went up. I was really hoping you would get that kill on the Z ping. Unfortunate, yeah, this is what I was saying. You just, those vertical angles were just opened up, and sight was just kind of dangerous to play on with that vertical, the vertical capabilities that Akron had. All right, gonna jump back into bans. Not quite, sorry, that was actually the side swap. I'm gonna be swapping sides here. Akron on the side of the defense, and Neumont on the side of attack. Thermite is on me. Okay, probably gonna be a 1-to-1 or at least similar lineup. I'm sure Neumont will probably change their bans a little bit just based off of what they know about Akron. Maybe just play style. We'll see. Ace and Bandit. Okay, again similar. All right. Well, we'll see what changes in the next 2 rounds before we get to the final ban phase.
Yeah.
Smoke, Malusi, Warden, classics. Blackbeard, Buck, Deimos, again, classics. Actually going to opt for Nomad. I would say that is a safe and smart bet, especially with the playstyle of Akron. Very, very... I would assume that Akron is going to be very roam heavy, or at least they're going to play like vertical quite a bit. That's my guess. I don't know. They do have quite a few... Oh, they did actually. They took an Ella, so definitely going to be some roam. Warden as well. So you have down those roamers. It makes sense. And, of course, Striker for all that util. You get a lot of util with Striker. Grim's kind of interesting to me because I'm opinionated on Grim, and I don't think he's very good. But what do I know? I'm not playing the game. We do have a lot of breach potential. Oh, Deimos. Early pick off onto the Deimos. For Neumont. That's honestly great for Neumont. Actually, what am I saying?
That's terrible for Neumont.
Sorry, terrible for Neumont. Great for Akron, because obviously
Cutie
they've got
goes
these
down as
roamers.
well.
Cutie down as well. Oh, C4 rip. Got to be backing off. They don't want to catch that. Blackbeard trying to get aggressive here, but they're... Oh, yeah, almost gets taken out from that Elamine combo with the C4. Oh, no. C4 managed to get behind the Blackbeard. Not a lot that he could do in that situation with that the limited movement. Got to be swinging out, trying to get a pre-fire here. Striker, I don't know, man. Just a little. I feel like it's a little too aggressive on the side of Neumont. They just kind of. I think this. I'm gonna ignore that. I know who you are. I live with you. Anyway, Neumont just kind of needs to regroup, reroute, pick a different angle of attack.
You mentioned that Neumont is kind of being too aggressive here, and that the other teams split up their pushes. I've noticed that too. Neumont puts all of their eggs in one proverbial basket, while the other teams tend to split off, try to find pincers and like other tactics, whereas Neumont just head first tries to find good picks. Yeah,
I mean, especially here. I mean, we're looking at a Grim just kind of hanging out on the roof, and Striker is just kind of holding an angle. Unfortunately, like Neumont's in this like hold pattern where they're just kind of baiting for kills, and it's you don't like this is you don't want to do that, right? You want to be active, you want to be pushing as much as possible. I'd rather you die trying to get a push off rather than die baiting for a kill, holding an angle for what has been like 20 seconds now.
Even more.
Even more, yeah. Striker is down, and we are down to just Grim on the side of Neumont. Maybe a technical difficulty probably is why he's here. Not entirely sure, but
could be. I could also see it being the captain shouting at him.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah.
This is one of their subs, and I know the captain has been going hard and really like trying to drill into him what he needs to be doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you make good teammates, though.
Yeah.
But Zombethan, as much as I want Neumont to win, I have to face them. Go Neumont. Unfortunately, the facts speak plainly. They are saying that Neumont, unfortunately, isn't really evolving as a team throughout the rounds, which is kind of which is kind of a bad thing in terms of Rainbow Six Siege. You really just want to be a flexible team where you can rely on your teammates to fill multiple roles and also evolve as the matches go and evolve with the enemy team. Because the enemy team is going to be evolving off of you depending on your play style, and you constantly want to be evolving with them to kind of meet them head on, to balance the scales in the favor of your side. And if you're not, then you're falling behind, and you end up just like locking yourself in this kind of holding pattern that the team can just kind of capitalize off of very easily, and it just makes it 10 times easier for the enemy team, and you just don't want to do that. And I mean, like, look at the team lineup. Akron has obviously found their winning combination, and they're just going to stick with it. They have gotten fairly used to Neumont's playstyle in these last few rounds, and so they're just going to keep meeting Neumont on those fronts and countering as Neumont comes at them. And unfortunately, a little
sneaky play, because Neumont's doing the exact same thing again. Akron remembered and just sat there waiting for Neumont to come by.
You don't want to get complacent in your playstyles, and unfortunately, like, Neumont has grown fairly complacent. However, has not seemed to slow them down as they're getting fairly aggressive onto site here. Oh wow, just
Cutie.
Cutie, no, Cutie, no. Okay, unfortunate. Cutie actually managed to. Okay, Cutie made up for it. A little trade. We are in a 4v5 or what? 4v2. I cannot count. Sorry, apologies. Neumont doesn't teach me counting. They teach me computers. So blame them. No, not really. Not really. All right. What was that? That was first half, right? Or is that?
I believe that was the first. Oh, wrong side. Sorry. I believe that was the first round there. It's a best of 3.
Best of 3?
So
okay, perfect. Okay, so yeah,
Akron
first half.
has won the first bit of this, but...
All right, yeah, first...
Absolutely.
No life. It is it's pretty bad when you're locked in on that ranked game. Suddenly that urge comes in and you're like, all right, lock in. I'm going to be gone for like 5 minutes. You guys got this.
Siege just crashed, so let's hope it doesn't take 30 minutes to launch like it does half the time.
Okay. Do you want to get a hold of the team real quick?
Yeah, I will go ahead and
see if they can hold off for us for a second. I know they got to do like some pre or post game stuff.
Yeah.
We'll get that fixed for you folks. No time. Okay, yeah, so Neumont. That was, I don't know. It was tragic. I want to be like, yeah, Neumont, but also at the same time, it's just like you see so many patterns that Neumont is just not picking up on, or just like there's so much that Neumont could capitalize off of, and they have the potential to do it. I've seen it firsthand. Like, they have really good players. Unfortunately, it's just I think they got too complacent. I think they kind of got in their own heads about it. I think Akron kind of messed with their mentals, and it kind of forced Neumont into this like thinking like, oh, we got to stay on site, otherwise we're gonna get gunned down because we can't meet them on the front of like gunfights. So Neumont thinks like, oh, we just got to lock down site, make sure they can't get in, which honestly, like, don't get me wrong, gunfights, gunplay, it's huge in Siege, and especially a headshot, right? I mean, one bullet takes you out of this game, and that can be painful, right? You hate being the guy that gets to play for 20 seconds and then get taken out in the first 5 seconds of the round starting. It sucks. It's miserable. But I think where Neumont can kind of make up for their that disparity in gun skill when it comes to their difference between Neumont and Akron, I think they can make up in for utility and just like team play in general. I know Neumont, they play very well as a team. This team is very familiar with each other, and they're not like, obviously they do have a sub right now, but Neumont has the ability to just outplay with utility and their just their brain. If you can't beat in Siege, if you can't win with a gun, you win with your mind, right? 9 times out of 10, if you're smarter than your enemy, you're the winner, right? So I think it's just for Neumont it's getting into that. They just need to get into that mindset, right? That just focus on utility, focus on outplaying the enemy team and not meeting them head to head for 1v1 gunfights. Because clearly 1v1 gunfights are not the way to go for Neumont against this team. And that's not to say that Neumont they aren't skilled with like gunplay, because they totally are. They are, obviously. I mean, the ranks speak for them. But it's just kind of one of those things that Neumont, unfortunately, has just kind of pigeonholed themselves into this play style, and Akron just capitalizes over and over and over again. And I think, hopefully, maybe, Neumont will make some changes, and we'll see some different play. Maybe it was just the map. I've been there. You know, you pick a map and you're like, a map gets up that you didn't want, and you're just like, really? This map? I hate this map. And that, like, immediately, like, your mental is gone, right? Because you don't want to play on the map, so you don't want to play the game, and you're not performing at your best. So maybe that's it. Maybe Neumont just needs to find that lucky clover or something. Somebody forgot to wear their lucky socks today.
I feel like the difference in all of the players on Neumont's like skill level is also a part of why they're choosing the strategies that that they are. Because I know that PokeHigh is like bronze, and I know that they have other bronze subs, and I'm not sure who all is on the roster playing today right now, but I know that disparity in skill can lead to trying to make those like big, what you should be doing plays, and just failing every time.
Bridge those gaps. Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned though, like utility and technical gameplay. Something that I mentioned last stream was that Neumont was not playing around their drones at all. Almost every one of their drones was going down every time, and the enemies had 4 drones up, oftentimes 2 in like very obvious, can see everything places, and it was entirely destroying Neumont because they just knew where they were. They were shooting them through walls. It felt like they were hacking at some point.
Yeah.
Because when they just aim at you through a wall, shoot you down, and you die, you're gonna start tilting. Like it's gonna happen.
Absolutely. And I would say that I kind of noticed that last game too, or that last match, where it was just like Neumont, like they find site, and for some reason there's this idea that they need to get all drones on site, right? Their drones will get on site and then just get taken out, right? That's not something you really want to see. You don't want to see that. You don't really want to play that way. A lot of times with your drones, you want to keep them alive for as long as possible. Like a drone is your second and third life, right? You know, if a drone goes down, it doesn't matter. So, you know, that's why you want to bank off that drone utility. You want to send that drone in ahead of you, get a scope of the room, the areas, the site, and you want to make those plays, which is why you want to get your drones in positions like where you expect to breach, where you're going to enter with the team, or on common angles where the enemy team flanks. That's what you expect to do with your utility. That's what you should do with your utility, and that's a game changer. 9 times out of 10, like if you get into that habit, you will be a much better player and a much better team. Always. I will live by that till the day I die. Now, obviously, I don't play this game anymore, but you know, I'm just an old man. I'm just a siege old man. What do I know?
Looks like we are getting into it.
Nighthaven. Oh my god, I hate this map.
Gonna have to see which side is Neumont versus Akron.
I hate this map so much. So, dude, every time I've casted a Neumont stream, it has been a lair Nighthaven map. Every time. I hate it.
We've seen Nighthaven every time, and it wasn't Nighthaven the last 2. It was a different map. But
really,
Neumont loves this one hallway on Nighthaven towards the south side. Mm-hmm. They always go that hallway, and it never goes well for them.
Hey, it's a new match. It's a new team. Okay, they're gonna try it. We're gonna see.
Maybe they heard the stream last time and they won't go that hallway. Maybe.
Third time's the try. They're the charm.
Third time is the charm.
All right,
without a doubt.
We got Akron on the side of defense and Neumont on the side of attack here. We are looking at Fenrir, Bandit, Kaid, Warden, and Ella? Nope, Bandit. Oh, wow, they're going to go... They must be going bottom floor. Okay, pretty standard setup for Akron here. I'm surprised that Kaid or neither Kaid nor Bandit got banned. I guess they chose that in favor of the Mira ban. And also looks like they went for a Thermite ban as well. Okay. Curious as to how Neumont's going to go about this. I've seen their playstyle on this map. They're saying in chat.
Yeah, first time you've beaten Neumont, first time on this map.
Hey, maybe that's good for Neumont. Like I said, I told you, maybe it's just the map.
Maybe.
We got a Maverick, Deimos. Poke is going to be running a Montang. Interesting. We have an Ashe as well, and also a Buck. I like the Buck. I'm not sure about Montang. Unfortunately, I think Poke is just kind of filling that role because he's the lowest rank of the team, which I hope is not the case, but that's what it seems like.
I do know that they told Poke to just start playing shields last time I was there.
Yeah.
So I feel like it is just they're filling that role. They're trying to figure out how to play it. They're going the hallway again. They love this hallway.
It's this
hallway. They love it.
I know what you're talking. I remember.
Cannot get enough of this.
I remember the other streams I did. They did the same thing. It was the same thing over and over and over again.
Forever.
It's Neumont heritage. It's what we do, man. What can I say? They are opting for this vertical kind of
angle. QT goes down.
Oh, QT down already. Gonna be trying to look for anybody flanking through the storage closet area here. Looks like Bandit's gonna get kind of aggressive on that angle.
Ooh,
wow.
Midnight goes down.
Midnight does go down. Unfortunate. So we do have Deimos and their Buck are down. So no vertical play and no roam clearing. Well, I mean, they can still roam clear, but they can't do it with Deimos. Man, I think in this situation, like, they just need to get very aggressive. Like, especially the Ashe. Ashe just needs to get aggressive on site, try to make those pushes. Does look like Akron's actually going to wall up default there. They know that they have the man advantage, and Neumont's going to play pretty slow, so it's kind of to their advantage to do it. Here we have Ashe getting more aggressive than they were earlier. Going to be followed up by the Montang. Probably want to have that Montang lead the breach here. I'm curious why his shield isn't extended. There, hey, wow.
Nice catch.
Pretty smart catch there by the Ashe. Warden gonna be pushing up on the Ashe. Does manage to take out the
flawless.
The Ashe there. Ashe just lighting up the Montang in the back. Quite unfortunate. Okay, well, I mean, not a lot to say about that.
Yeah, they went the hallway.
Yeah, they did go the hallway. That happened. That was a thing.
Basement bomb.
Basement.
I hate the basement in this map.
I do too. It was not my favorite site. It was my least favorite site to attack, and also my least favorite site to defend.
Yeah.
Just a miserable site.
They kind of just bunker in, and then it ends up being a try to shoot each other through the ceiling game.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that, you kind of just like get rocked.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Echo. Okay. Yeah. All right. I like it. We saw Echo previously. I wonder how Akron uses Echo. I have this like thing with teams that play Echo. Every time I've watched a team use Echo, they never use Echo right, and it irks me. So I hope Akron's at least a little smart with their Echo. I'm sure they will.
They're
though.
champions.
They're champ. I mean, these guys know what they're doing. They got it. By the way, to the people watching, I think there is like a 3 rank disparity between the
Best
Akron, the
person.
best and like the lowest, the best ranked and the lowest ranked on Akron versus Neumont. So Neumont is obviously like outranked in all means of the word here. But honestly, they've kind of held their own fairly okay.
Finding a round, almost 2 on a team of all. Did they find 2 last game?
Mm-hmm.
Finding 2 rounds on a team of all champs is not like that bad, considering you have a bronze on your team. Like, it's absolutely entirely fair that Neumont is doing as well as they are, despite the disparity in like skill and
Yeah.
level
I mean,
between the two.
You gotta give them that. Like they're sticking it out. It's unfortunate, but they're riding it out till the end.
Neumont loving their hallway once again.
Yeah, we are back to the hallway. Site is literally bottom floor.
Yeah. Yeah, this is exactly what happened every time. Neumont wouldn't find the bomb site. They would go this hallway. They would spend like 2 minutes sitting in the hall.
We might have a gunfight here from the Mozzie and the team creeping in on the top floor. Yep, they do. They managed to take him out. A great first pick from Neumont. Second pick from Neumont. Can they pick up on this final roamer? Dude, okay, QT kind of went crazy. We didn't catch that. Sorry, QT, but you did great.
Yeah.
Wow, that was amazing. That is exactly what you want to see from Neumont here. They have cleared out all the roamers, and now it's just down to pushing hard on that site. Obviously, 3 of them, as you can see at the bottom right, very, very hurt. Ooh, a little vertical action coming on from Silo.
Yeah, Neumont is in a weird place because they are up bodies, but they are really low. Anything to take around.
Yeah, and they are at a health disadvantage, and also not a lot of vertical sight lines up until this point. So they kind of really can't rely on the vertical. Okay, ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Cutie just had to prove you wrong.
Here comes the late game flank
Finds
from
one.
the Echo. -1. What was he shooting out there? That was weird. Okay, picks up 1. Pokeball going out. Oh, falls down the hatch. Does he have any drones? I don't know if he has any cams anymore. Oh, picks up on 1. Montang in the corner. Oh, the fire!
The fire!
No, it's a 1v2.
Can they find the
Oh
ace
my
to get
god,
this?
it's...
Oh my.
Neumont, please.
Both
The
of them are
dominoes are
one-tap.
falling. The dominoes are falling. Both are 1-tap. The pre-fire.
For a quad, come on.
He just needs to stay up. He needs to stay upstairs and play that vertical. I'm sure he knows. This Echo's... Oh, he hears the grenade. Was that a grenade? No, it was a flash, I think. Flashbang goes out. 12 seconds left on the clock. He's just got to stick that defuse. He's going to try to fake. Try to get him to peek that angle. 4 seconds left on defuse. There's no time. Unfortunate.
Time, yeah. Even if he
6 second defuse. 6 second defuse. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Great for Neumont. I mean, okay. Now, told you.
I love all the trash talk in chat.
We love it. We love it. All right. So we can be critical of Neumont all day, but let's be a little bit positive. I will say this: they picked up on the verticality, and that was I think that was great. Right? That was fantastic. We love to see that. Plus, on top of that, they cleared out the roam clear. Love that. They picked up roam clear very, very quickly and fairly easily. They only lost 1. They managed to pick up on the trade on Mozzie and then managed to take out 1 and then another one again. And honestly, like that was just kind of the domino effect that Neumont needed. And then they got that vertical play going. Allowed them to open up sight lines so that way after they got the plant down, they were able to watch that the bomb and just kind of defuse from above from a very safe angle, and it made it very, very hard for the Echo to make any kind of counter pushes because, you know, Echo can't just run on a site and gun people down like he was before. I mean, we watched him do it, right? We watched him pick off 3 different players on the side of Neumont very, very easily, and that's what I was talking about earlier. Like they obviously Neumont doesn't outskill them when it comes to that gunplay, but they do. They were able to play smart, and they kind of just outplayed the enemy team. They didn't do it very well, I wouldn't say, obviously, because you know we saw what happened. It was a 4v1, and that should never end up in a 1v1 situation ever. But they picked up on the win, so you can at least say that. Like,
yeah, they managed to get it in the end, even if it was a little bit.
It was hard fight. It was hard fought. It was dirty. It was rough. But hey, Neumont pulled it out, and you love to see that. Like again, that just speaks on the
Atticus. That's not good for Neumont.
The indomitable spirit of Neumont, I guess. We do have some vertical play. Oh wow, Is that a Thorn shotgun? I've not seen anyone play shotgun on Thorn ever.
Midnight not quite catching that Akron player's legs there. And then they moved out of the way.
I think Neumont's kind of wasting their time on this a little bit.
Yeah. That's how I generally feel about the hallway.
Like, there's something to be said about the fact that, yes, obviously, like, the enemy team is getting some vertical play here, but, like, I don't know, like, trying to get that wall down is just kind of impossible. Smart play from QT. Going to be throwing in that gadget, trying to shred up the barbed wire so he can jump in. Trying to make some noise for his teammate as he jumps in. Unfortunately, did not see the Akron player on the stairs. Midnight taking out one as 3 fall on the side of Neumont. All that is left is the Montang. He just needs to put that shield down and get his gun up. Unfortunately, we have Silo rotating with a shotgun here. Comes out the back. And boom. There it is. Unfortunate. Neumont's not down a lot. For some reason, I thought this game was going on much longer.
Yeah, it's because it's been max time, like
Yeah.
basically 2 rounds in a row.
It has gone to like the last few seconds of the rounds here. Vefty low-key goated, not gonna lie. Vefty is pretty goated.
Yeah, this is a very educational game for Neumont. You can kind of feel that. They're trying to feel their way around, figure out what works, what doesn't.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I said, like I could sit here and be critical all day, but at the end of the day, like I said, Neumont at first wasn't really evolving, but I would say that playing against a team of this caliber for them is just it allows them to kind of get experience, obviously with players that are a lot better or maybe a little bit more coordinated or just like highly competitive. And I said last last match that they weren't evolving very much, but honestly, I think this is a testament to that. They are evolving much better. I mean, we saw it that the round before last anyway, and they have been able to kind of capitalize off of the Akron team a little bit better. Now, whether that's because Akron, it's their first time on this map competitively, or if Neumont is just improving slowly, to be seen, to be determined. But I like what Neumont's got going. They're saving their drones. They're trying to be more conservative, trying to use that utility. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Trying to use that utility and trying to outsmart the enemy team instead of trying to outgun them. So yeah, I think like the odds are stacked against Neumont. Sorry, excuse me. And for all intents and purposes, they are doing the best they can, and for what it is, it's great. I cannot short sell them there.
Yeah, I really like how much slower Neumont has been playing this round as opposed to how I've seen them play in the past. They've been like rushing in 1-minute plays, 2 1 minute left on the clock, and like that's just not really how Rainbow is played as far as I can tell.
Unfortunately, it is. Oh wow, he managed to get that through. I thought that bounced off. Okay, 2 going down on the side of Neumont here. Neumont still outside. We really want to see Neumont get in the building. Neumont again playing kind of passive. I think Akron's just kind of got in their head a little bit. I wish they just carried that confidence, because they win matches and they get very confident, and you can see that in the Neumont team. Ooh, an unfortunate run out. Oh, he knows he's there. Oh, can he get it? Come on, Buck. Get aggro. Ego. Okay. Not much happening.
Yeah, a lot of peeking. Not quite a lot of.
Get that pre-fire. Yeah, nice. That's what you want. Right there. It's okay, QT. We saw it, but
it wasn't a flawless.
It wasn't flawless. But this is an interesting situation.
What a game.
He joined attack.
We call him Landon Bird. Crazy. It finds another.
That's crazy.
Hey.
All right, hey. 3v1, much better. He's repelling. The Neumont counter op is crazy right now. Counter intelligence on his own team. Here we go. All right, maybe maybe gonna get a little active. There is a man proning on the window here. Oh, it was just too far. Yeah, that flash was too far.
Barely.
Unfortunate. Not a lot you could do in that situation. All right, another round goes to Akron. Neumont.
I feel that. I feel that. Having casted their games 3 times now, I really...
Yeah. I mean, hey, they're doing their best, but,
They're up against just, like such insurmountable teams.
Yeah.
The first game I casted with them was against the Seed 2 for this bracket, and it was an unfortunate time for Neumont.
Yeah. No, again, it harkens back to what we said previously. Like, the odds are stacked against them, and they're sticking it out. They're kind of heads held... Well... Their heads are held, and they're riding it out till the end. So you can commend them for that.
Yeah, I really liked their drone placements this game. Again, I mentioned that drones was something that I had a big problem with in their last game, and I think they really took that to heart because they've been playing way better on finding enemy drones as well as planting their own.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. All right, so we got the usual pretty much. If you walked into a roadside bar, middle of nowhere. Akron walked in. First thing they say, the usual. That's Akron's team right now. That was a terrible joke. Why did I say that? Anyway, ignore me.
Crazy.
Akron's loading up the usual. Neumont, pretty much similar. Yeah, I mean we've seen
hallway.
a lot of
the hallway.
The hallway and the roof.
Yeah,
I've noticed. The floor is the bomb is on the bottom floor, and we are on the roof.
Yeah, sounds about right. They love this hallway.
Although it went very well for them last time they pushed this, they did win the match. So they do know that their roamers do like to roam these floors. So maybe they can make something happen here. Oh, Vigil almost gets unlucky there with that impact. Does look like there are 3 of Akron's team upstairs. Ooh. Oh, a shot got through the wall there. Does manage to pick up on one. Vigil swings, gets taken out by Atticus. Love to see that. Neumont has slowed down quite significantly. Obviously, knowing that there are quite a lot of roamers. In this situation, you just kind of want to regroup and pick a different entry, which they are. Fantastic. You'd love to see that. They're going to try to get that flank off, which I think we were seeing from the Nomad. Going to try to jump into conference room. We do have one on the stairs, main stairs. Going to be pushing in. Take out the defaults. Wow, Montang. Montang's just getting in there. He's not afraid. He doesn't care.
Yeah, going in deep.
Ooh, vertical shots going on to the Ram. Some vertical play. Or not Ram. Or yeah, it was Ram. I know what I'm talking about. One drone gets taken out. Ooh, Solace. Nice swing from Atticus. Midnight picks up on another one. Does look like the... oh, wait, no, sorry. I thought another one got taken out on the side of Neumont. No, they did not.
No, it is a 3v2 now for Neumont.
3v2. We have seen Neumont drop to worse odds. But I think they've got this, honestly. I think they've got the ball rolling. They've got everything they need. There is one more roamer to clear, and then they are pretty much good. And I think the Montang is kind of holding that down for them. The Montang was. Shots going down on the Montang. They now know that there is another roamer. Ooh. There is 2 roamers, matter of fact. 2 of them go down. It is a 1v. Yeah, unfortunate. Tough. Akron just knows Neumont a little too well, unfortunately. They knew get aggressive, and they got aggressive, and it paid off, unfortunately. 4-1.
4-1.
4-1, Akron.
I have Neumont can get another round.
I think so, too. I believe.
Yeah.
I believe.
I'm a believer.
I think,
Neumont calls a timeout here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, finally, though. It's been a while. Okay. Let's look at the scoreboard. We got a pretty well-balanced kill-death ratio on the side of Akron. Obviously, Plexios, whatever. 7-1, which is kind of crazy. 7-1. That's insane. It's got a 6 KD right now. 7-4, 4-3, 4-1, 2-2. So nobody negative on the side of Akron. 6-4, 2-5, 3-5, 2 donuts for Neumont. You hate to see it. You don't want to see that.
You do. You absolutely hate to see it.
Hopefully those players can get some kills. Honestly, if those two drop some frags, I think it's a round win. I think it's a round win. We got to give a shout out to Atticus though. Atticus and I believe it was who was it? QT. Atticus and QT going kind of crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. That one play from QT that basically won them that round there, where they found that triple.
That triple kill that he found on the roamers, yeah, that was fantastic. Hopefully we see some more of that. I'm hoping.
I am too.
I don't like the Montang pick. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't think it's doing Neumont any favors. I understand that it is that is their sub and, bronze, whatever. But I think there's just so much more value and utility that you can get from literally any other operator in the game. Even if he's not necessarily good at it, you're still getting some kind of utility, some kind of usage out of the character. I just think that Montang isn't doing them anything. Unfortunately, every time we've seen the Montang get caught in a situation where it's, Montang and then another, member of Akron, it unfortunately just it falls into the hands of Akron, and they always pick up on that pretty much free kill. And that's not to poke at Poke. I believe Poke is a good player. I just think they can do so much more with a different play style. Back onto the hallway. Here we are.
Only 2 of them this time. They're trying to fake the hallway and run people.
We have a
down
push
this
from main by looks like the Deimos, QT, and I think Atticus. We actually have a Twitch pick. I love Twitch. Mostly for what you just saw. Clearing out that util. May see some gunfight in a second here. It does look like they're going to try to pick off these the roamers here. Oh, C4 goes out, almost takes out one of them. It is 4-4. Nice little trade there by the side of Akron. Ooh, double C4 play there
from Akron.
Unfortunately, Akron just knew that they were pushing from there, and then, called to the teammate downstairs, hey, pre-place a C4, get ready for the jump in. And that's just kind of what happened. Nice little double kill, though. Not going to lie.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll swap now. Neumont's on defense.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We believe. We do believe.
We believe.
We do believe.
One more win. You can get one more round, Neumont. I believe in you.
Neumont can get one more. I believe it. Neumont can get one more.
Absolutely.
That's what I want to see.
Absolutely.
Standard
Zombie
picks here.
Thermite.
A Zombie Thermite. Obviously. Malusi. I just said that because that's what I saw on the screen. Sorry, that was not the ban. I bet Malusi will get banned, though. Maybe. Actually, maybe Mira. I would bet Mira.
I don't really like the 2 shield run from Neumont either.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say the same. Maverick ban from Neumont. Interesting. I'm not sure if Akron would really have used
Thatcher.
Neumont, but Thatcher is open, so
yeah,
that's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be very difficult just due to that for Neumont to hold those top floor sites, especially bottom floor as well. Those outside walls are just going to be very easy to bust down. Okay. Pretty normal setup as to what we were seeing with Neumont from Akron here. Only they're going to be opting to go with Ace Habana. They have a Nomad as well. Thatcher, obviously, and a Flores. Wow, they 6-picked into Flores. Interesting. Kind of curious why over Blackbeard, but maybe they have a plan depending on the... Actually, I think it makes sense just due to the Neumont lineup with... we're seeing a castle, so castle barricades are going to be... Wouldn't necessarily annoying, but it's definitely going to slow the team down. Goyo as well, Kaid and Malusi. I think that's mostly why. My guess would be Malusi, Goyo, castle would be Y for Flores.
Is Akron gonna run the
Oh,
hallway?
wow. I don't know if you just saw that. Nomad almost got taken out by a stray C4.
I didn't.
That would have been unfortunate. I'm actually surprised that didn't kill him. Okay. Neumont back onto the hallway. Kind of spread out here. Somewhere on the roof. Does look like they're going to be going for a...
Akron is on attack right now.
Or, sorry. Akron is back on the hallway. Sorry. I'm so used to Neumont on the hallway.
Yeah, for real. I was surprised that Akron's running it too.
Ace doing what Ace does best. He's going to be opening up that that wall there. That is why that Ace ban, like not banning Ace, is just kind of unfortunate here. That skin is ridiculous.
Which one?
It's this one here. It's like huge.
Oh, fair enough.
Weird. Okay. Anyway, aside from my critique on Rainbow Six skins, does look like Neumont's gonna reinforce that. Midnight picks up on 1. That's crucial for the flow of Neumont here. Ace could be opening up that wall here onto sight, directly into sight. Oh, the defuse got dropped.
Yeah.
Defuse gets picked back up. Does look like they have Akron gonna be proning just under the exposed wall here. I wonder how they're gonna play. Or sorry, Neumont. Akron has slowed down quite a lot. Does look like they're gonna be going for just kind of reroute. Go through the back entrance, which we just saw there from the Thatcher, I believe. Akron gonna get aggressive here, I imagine. QT picks up on 1, doesn't manage to pick up on the next. Vefty picks up on 1.
Yeah.
2-2, 1-1, or 2-1. Atticus. Oh, unfortunate.
Cut out in the hallway there.
Unfortunate. All right, Neumont. Last chance. Last chance.
Come on, Neumont.
You got this.
Match point. Give me 1.
We believe.
Give me 1.
I believe in it. I believe in it.
I believe Neumont can find their one more round.
All right.
Maybe more after. Ace, Thatcher.
Hey, I would cheer.
Real.
Solace, Tubero, Kaid, Valkyrie, Ace, Ram, Nomad, Thatcher. Looks like Akron's just going to kind of ride it out. It worked, so.
Yeah.
Blackbeard again. Not sure how useful Flores was. I mean, it definitely did something, but maybe not the best pick. Maybe we'll see him 6-pick back into Flores. It just depends. Especially in this downstairs map, actually. Maybe 6-pick into Twitch would be useful. We do have a Solace. Could be pretty... I don't know. Maybe that'll be okay. Not entirely sure, though. I mean, maybe if you're trying to get, like, a Kaid trick going, if you pair up with the Kaid. Okay, Ace is actually going to 6-pick into Striker instead, so we have no designated hard breach. Oh, no. Actually, I think he's going to stay with it. Maybe a 6-pick into Dekebi. Yep, we did see a 6-pick into Dekebi and a 6-pick into Deimos as well for those roam clear. Although I don't know that Neumont's going to be doing a lot of roam. I'm sure they'll be pretty on site just based off of their play style. Here we have Akron just kind of getting these top floors cleared out. They're going to work from the bottom up, clear out any roamers that they might come across. It looks like Neumont is, mostly downstairs, or at least all downstairs, I think.
Yeah.
This vertical...
Except for Atticus.
Oh, Atticus is actually top floor. Okay, he's going to be roaming. Interesting. Makes sense. Finds 1 with a pretty nice shot there. Solace is going to get targeted by Deimos. This is why Deimos is so dangerous when roaming. And there it is. Highly unfortunate, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. It's a 4v4. But that does mean that the top floors are going to be pretty much open to Akron. This is going to give them a lot of opportunity to clear out those the mirror windows.
Yeah.
A little fair play in the chat there. You love to see it. Okay. Akron slow down quite a bit, but I'm sure they're gonna. Y'all are so good at room clear. Yes, they are. They are very good at room clear. Here we have that vertical play I was talking about.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh no, the grenade. The grenade. Run!
Oh,
unfortunately, he got pushed into that.
2 down from Neumont.
Pushed into that vertical angle. Oh, looks like they're going to drop on a site. Looks like most of Atticus going to get very aggressive here, like we've seen from them in past rounds.
Yeah.
Tubero, oh, this is unfortunate. With Deimos, they're just going to be able to walk it down in sight.
Yeah.
It's very tragic. Plant is going down. Neumont not moving yet. There is the Tubero getting taken out.
Triple from
Pokai getting sprayed, and that is that. Well, that is tragic. That is unfortunate. Hey, GG to Akron. Congrats on the win. They're good sports. They're good. They're a good team. They're good people.
Yeah, you can tell they were having a lot of fun.
They were good about it.
Going back and forth.
Nothing to be mad about. It was a good game. Neumont was outranked in pretty much every capacity, but they did their best. I think Neumont did some improving there. We'll do a little post game real quick. I think Neumont did the best they could. I think my comment earlier about them not evolving was a little unfounded. Later, as they proved to me, they did start to evolve. They were definitely experimental. The comment from David, they are being very experimental, kind of testing the waters with a lot of things.
Yeah.
They had rough patches where things could have been done better. They had patches where they did phenomenal. That's every game though. But overall, I would say an impressive attempt from Neumont. They did their best. They held their own and they stuck it out with their heads held high. And at the very end, they were good sports about it, even though they lost. So that's more than you can say for a lot of other teams, a lot of other people. So good job. Congratulations to Akron for the win. Thank you all for coming out. And I think we are good to